My name's Matthew Stewart, and this is Card Tricks.
Card Tricks, the top to bottom shuffle.
Okay, today's lesson, in today's lesson I will be teaching you how to shuffle a deck so that you can control the top card to the bottom of the deck, and then from the bottom to the top again. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'll be using the blue card as the controlled card, and the rest of the deck is just red. Okay, so first of all, I'll be using the Ace of Hearts as the control card. Right, so first of all, I just simply shuffle, and we have the blue on the bottom. Alright, so now I'll do a demonstration of bringing the blue card to the top of the deck. Now this is a very, very simple technique, but it's one that can be utilised to move a card around if you need to. I will also show you in another video how to what I call ripple the deck, and I will show you how to control a card whilst rippling a deck as well. But I will put a link for that video in the sidebar, and also I'll put a link for it, a box for it in the video. Okay, so to do this technique you have to have learnt the overhand shuffle, or you have to know how to do an overhand shuffle. I'll also put a link for that in the sidebar, and I'll also put a link up here on the screen. So if you haven't done the overhand shuffle, go watch that and then come back to this video. Okay, I'll continue now. All you do during the movement is, as opposed to taking a clump off like you would in an overhand shuffle, a group of cards, you just simply take off the first card on the top. Obviously that's the control card, that's the card we want to maintain control of. So from there you just simply shuffle out the rest of the deck, and we have our control card on the bottom ready to be manipulated if needed to be. Okay, to move the card back to the top, it's quite simple. We just shuffle out normally, and ensuring that when we get to the lower part of the deck, we separate the bottom card, which is our control card, from the remainder of the deck, drop the last of the deck on top, and then replace the controlled card back on top of the deck. So it's, like I said, it's a nice, simple, very easy technique to know, but it helps you move a card around in a somewhat non-obvious manner, or less than obvious manner. So just at a normal pace. To the bottom of the deck, and then back again to the top. Obviously when you're doing these card techniques, the quality of the cards that you're using is very relevant. If you're using an old set of cards that are all sticky, or the edges are all worn out, or those sorts of things, then the card tricks aren't going to go as smoothly. It's going to be a lot harder to perform the techniques. I would probably go through 2 or 3 decks of cards every week practicing different techniques, and I mean they're only about $2 or $3, or you know, anywhere between $2 to $5 for a decent set of cards, and after you've finished using them for learning card techniques, you can still use them to play games, poker, and that sort of stuff anyway. So it's not a huge deal. Right, so that's simply the control of moving the card from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top again. The next video that I do will be the ripple shuffle, and which will be the proper technique itself, and then using the ripple shuffle to control a card to the top or the bottom of the deck. For now, I'm Matthew Stewart, and this has been Card Tricks.